So today is going to be somewhat of a just a gentle ride, really, just a ponder. As I'm heading up to meet the lads from Cams and Cranks, so Max, Vinny and Harry, and we're going to film a podcast. I'm not sure yet actually what the title of the podcast is going to be, because I haven't done a podcast for a while now, for various reasons, and I used to have the podcast called Motovlog. So I don't know whether or not the lads want to use that title or come up with a completely different one, so we'll see. Anyway, welcome to yet another episode of Under the Helmet, brought to you with no smegma. That's disgusting. But is that? Oh, he probably knows me. So yeah, anyway, so heading up to Stroud. I actually thought that Stroud was the birthplace of Fred West, but it's not. Fred West was born in Muchmarcle in Herefordshire, but yeah, for us, I did think it was Stroud, but it's not. Anyway, I'm heading to Stroud in Gloucestershire to film the podcast. As I've just said, I'm fucking repeating myself. So it's gonna be a little bit of dual carriageway, a little bit of non-dual carriageway, and a fair bit of ranting, because I've got a couple of things that I want to talk about, right? And the first one is, and again, I'm going to ask for your feedback on the question is this: what words do you think are overused? And I'll give you a couple for starters, right? So I think that the word like is overused, and I'm sorry young people, but you probably don't hear it as much these days. Well, I certainly don't hear it as much these days, but you do occasionally still get a young person who every third word is the word like. Yeah, like I got up this morning, like, and I had some breakfast, and I got dressed. And so that's one. I fucking hate it. It's like pins and needles in the ears. And then another word that I think is overused is the word obviously. So sometimes when you ask a person a question, they'll just say, oh well, obviously well no, it's not fucking obvious, because if it was obvious I wouldn't have fucking asked you, would I? I would have told you, or I wouldn't have fucking mentioned it at all. The point of a question is to find out an answer that I don't already have. I was going to detour then, but changed my mind. Oh, look at that, an E-Type, old-fashioned E-Type, very nice. Excuse me. And another Jaguar. Oh, there must be some old man Jaguar convention where Barbara and Ronald heading to some fields in their E-Type. So yeah, basically, obviously, so the word obviously, it's not fucking obvious, because that's why I asked you the question. And then the next word, and this has to be the worst of all, right? Now, you don't hear this all the time, but a certain time of year you will hear this a lot, and it's worse than pins and needles in my ears. It's like somebody shoving a bread knife right through my fucking ears. And it is the word autumnal. Like at that particular time of year when the leaves start to fall, and then somebody will say, oh, isn't it so autumnal today? Fuck off. And when you've fucked off, go fuck off some more. And then when you finish doing that, find a way to keep fucking off with your fucking autumnal. I hate that word. It's so fucking pretentious. And I know that there's going to be a certain person watching this that uses that word. And let's just say I'm probably going to be in trouble when she watches this. But oh my god, it fucking really does grip my shit. It's so autumnal. Autumnal. Fuck off. Anyway, new mirrors. What do you think of my new mirrors? I think they're quite smart. They're pretty solid looking, right? Look at the shaft. Oh, it's Harry Potter car. Is that a Harry Potter car? It fucking is, isn't it? Oh, fucking hell, it's not Harry Potter in there. It's Hagrid's skinny brother. Oh, I fucking knew these lights would go red as soon as I fucking got here. So yeah, hopefully you could hear me while I was on that on the fucking autobahn. It's not an autobahn. It's nicht autobahn. While I was on that dual carriageway. So yeah, the word autumnal is got to be the worst fucking word in the English language. I actually never heard it until about 3 years ago, and then a few people started using it, and then before you know it, everybody was repeating it. Isn't it so autumnal today? Oh yeah, it's so autumnal. Oh, I've never seen it so autumnal. It's so autumnal. It's autumnal. Fuck off. So yeah. Anyway, what is your top 1 or 2 words that you think are overused? What words do you hate the sound of? Hate is a strong word, right? Hate, that probably gets overused actually. I hate it. No, you don't. Not really. You just dislike it. But I do use the word hate a lot. Normally preceded by I fucking hate, then whatever it is I'm talking about. But yeah. Well, happy Saturday everyone. Happy grey miserable fucking Saturday. Again, look, fucking grey miserable. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing the pit bike that these guys have built. Just pull out, don't bother using your indicators or anything. Just do what you want with no consideration to any other road users at all. You cock. So what else was I going to talk about? I can't bloody remember. Oh yeah, so an interesting question came up on one of my TikTok lives. Not too well, it was a few weeks back actually, and somebody said, what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given since you've been riding motorcycles? And I had to think about it, you know, but actually what I would say really, the best piece of advice I'd ever been given, which I try to consciously put into practice all the time, and I think I've taken the wrong bastard turning. Yes, I have. Oh, what a dick. So the best piece of advice that I've been given ever since riding bikes, and there is lots of good advice out there, is eyes. Keep your eyes up, look where you want to go. The bike will follow your eyes. And I learned that back in the day when I used to race enduro. So the same thing applies when you're riding off-road as well. You know, you've got to look where you want to go. You know, people talk about target fixation, which obviously applies to riding on the road, but it applies to riding off-road as well. You know, if you focus on that tree, you're going to hit that bloody tree. Another bit of advice, which is just really a bit of a joke, but there's some truth in it, was and this applied to when I started racing. So somebody said to me, who was already on the racing team when I joined, they said, if you don't fall off, you're not trying hard enough. Now, that, of course, I mean, there is truth in that. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek, but there is truth in that, because falling off when you're riding off-road is all part and parcel. And the only way of learning what you're capable of, what your limits are, how to manage grip in, you know, poor conditions like sand and mud and dirt and all the rest of it, is to go beyond that limit and fall, you know, because then you learn from it. But obviously that just, you know, that applies to off-road. I would never suggest people employ that philosophy on the road, because ideally we don't ever want to fall off. Even though if we do, of course, we still learn from it. Am I going? No, I'm not going right here. I always get confused. This estate here is like one of these new build estates, and they're also always quite confusing. It's like rabbit holes, suburban rabbit holes, rabbit warrens, I should say. So, excuse me. Yeah, so if you don't fall off, you're not trying hard enough, was another bit of advice, a little bit tongue-in-cheek, that I was given a long time ago when I started racing off-road. So yeah, what is yours? What's your best piece of advice you've ever been given? So since I've started doing this motovlog series, so Under the Helmet, and I'm going to be doing more and more motovlogs now, and I've gained so many more subscribers now on YouTube in the last few weeks. So maybe I should perhaps do a little bit of introduction, bit of a background as to who the hell I am, or who the hell I think I am. So in terms of bikes, right, so I've been riding bikes. I first rode a two-wheeled motorized bike vehicle when I was I think I was 11 years old. And cheers mate, thank you very much. Yeah, I was 11 years old, and I'm ashamed to admit, although I didn't really know any better at the time, but that's no excuse, that it was a stolen moped. And I didn't steal it, by the way. My cousin stole it. So me and my other cousin, we were walking across these playing fields. Yeah, we're both 11 years old, and our other cousin, who was older, came flying onto this field on this this moped, which clearly he'd stolen. I didn't really realise that at the time, but looking back now, it's obvious. And basically said, "Do you want to go?" And my cousin Steve, he had to go first, and he went around the field a couple of times. I got on, and like, I didn't have a clue. I did know that the basic principles, that you have to pull back the throttle. Like, I don't know when I learned that or how I learned that, but it was instinctive, I guess, partly. But I knew to pull back the throttle, so I got on, pulled back the throttle, started whizzing around this field, and then I realised I don't know how to stop. And I had to shout to my cousin, "How do you stop?" And he gave me rather sort of almost inaudible instructions from the other side of the field, and I managed to come to a stop, so I didn't crash or anything. But I remember getting off, and I was in a pair of shorts at the time, and I remember getting off this fucking moped, this little fucking two-wheel piece of crap, and burning my leg on the side of the engine. I had a scar on my leg for a while, actually. So yeah, so I'm 11 years old when I first rode motorbikes, and then as a teenager on and off, dirt bikes on and off, and then as an adult in my very early 20s, I did my license while I was in the army, and then joined the enduro team at the same time. So because I'd ridden dirt bikes before and I'd shown an interest in the team, and I had I guess I had some talent, like I was okay, like I'm no Dougie Lampkin, or I'm no bloody what's his name, I'm no Ricky Carmichael, but I could hold my own. I could ride a bike, I could, you know, at a decent pace off-road. So I joined the enduro team and started racing, and it was fantastic, brilliant. It was, I loved it, I absolutely loved it. So we did that. I raced for about, I think, 7 years, and I had a couple of road bikes as well. So while I was over in Germany with the military, I lived in Germany for a long time. So I had a couple of road bikes, which I'll come on to in a second. And then I moved back to the UK, and I had a bit of a break from biking for various reasons. And then I got back into biking again in 2021. And yeah, I've been at it ever since. So I think basically, if on and off since the age of 11, I guess, if you count, you know, if you accumulate all the times where I would ride, on and off since 11, so that's 35 years. But as a serious biker, probably 23 years as a serious biker, since I got my license, I guess. So yeah, so that's my biking background. In terms of what bikes I rode, so I had obviously rode off-road bikes, that goes without saying, and the military off-road bikes, that goes without saying. The first bike I actually bought wasn't legal, and yeah, I'll just leave that there. It was a Honda 250 something or other, and I used to ride that. I think I was about 18, 19 at the time. But the first road legal bike that I bought, was a Honda VT 750. So I used to be into that style of bikes. My uncle was a bit of a Hell's Angel type. I mean, he wasn't a Hell's Angel, but I'm using that as a easy point of reference. So he was a Hell's Angel type. So I always did have an interest in that type of bikes and that type of culture, because he was also like a roadie for a local heavy metal band. So yeah, that type of sort of lifestyle I had sort of interest in. So that was my first bike, the Honda VT 750. Then after a couple of years, I knew that I needed something a bit more sporty-ish. So I went for the Kawasaki Z750, which was a fucking amazing bike. I absolutely loved it. I wish I'd have never sold it. And I mean, if I was to buy a naked bike now as a second bike, I would buy the Kawasaki Z1000. It's big brother, because I just love the styling. But it wouldn't be a modern version, it would be a version from the mid-2000s. So my Z750 was brand new in 2006. And in the following years, when they started to change the shape, I think they ruined it. They ruined the looks. So I had a couple of years, I had 6 years without a bike. And then I bought a Honda CBR 600RR. Then I bought a Fireblade, a 2008 Fireblade. and then I bought this Fireblade. So that's my biking history. I mean, I've ridden quite a few other bikes as well over the years, but those are the bikes that I've had. And I don't know whether I mentioned this recently, but someone asked me, like, what would be your next bike? Like, what would you swap to? And if I'm honest, I don't have any desire to swap to anything. I just don't. There's a couple of bikes that I would like, and I would definitely, I wouldn't turn down a 2025 Fireblade Triple R SP. If I could have one of those, I would, but I would want to keep this. I wouldn't want to trade this in. Here we go, dickheads on the road, not moving over. Thank you very much, thank you very much. See, I can be nice. I can be nice to other drivers. I mean, I know I called him a dickhead, but I did say thank you very much. So this here is the military base. I almost got posted here at some point in my army career, but I didn't, because I wanted to stay in Germany, and I was lucky enough to be able to stay in Germany for a little bit longer instead of coming back here to South Cerny. I think it's South Cerny. But yeah, anyway, useless information for you. Right, anyway, I am going to switch off. I might switch back on shortly, but if not, stay safe, have fun.